Hello everyone. If this message somehow found its way to your heart, then maybe it was always meant for you. There are some words that are too small for the feelings we carry, and sometimes even silence isn't enough. That's when a song begins. Not because it has all the answers, but because it can hold emotions that ordinary conversations never could. So if you've ever wondered what someone feels when they can't find the right words, listen closely. This song is for you. For your smile, your strength, your quiet moments, and even the days when you doubted your own worth. Every note carries a piece of what my heart has been trying to say. I don't ask you to believe every promise. I only ask you to feel the honesty behind every lyric. Because some people don't just inspire music, they become the reasons it exists. There are moments in life when words become too small for what the heart is carrying. You search for the perfect sentence, the perfect explanation, the perfect confession, but every attempt feels incomplete. Feelings are strange that way. They grow quietly, without asking permission, until one day you realize they have become a part of everything you are. That is why this song exists. It was never created simply to be heard. It was created to carry emotions that ordinary conversations could never hold. Every lyric, every melody, every pause between the notes is another way of saying what my voice has struggled to express. This song is for you. It is for the person who unknowingly changed the rhythm of my days. Before you, life moved in familiar patterns. Mornings arrived, evenings disappeared, and time passed without asking whether I noticed its beauty. Then somehow, your existence shifted something inside me. The sunrise looked different. The silence became peaceful instead of empty. Even the ordinary moments began carrying a meaning I had never recognized before. It wasn't because the world changed. It was because the way I looked at it changed. And somewhere in that transformation, you became part of every beautiful thing I noticed. I don't know if you ever realized the impact you had. Maybe you thought you were simply living your own life, unaware that someone else was quietly collecting memories built around your smile, your kindness, your voice, or even your silence. Sometimes people leave footprints on our hearts without ever intending to. They don't need grand gestures. They don't need dramatic promises. Their presence alone becomes enough to rewrite the story someone else is living. You became one of those rare people. There were countless moments when I wanted to tell you everything. I imagined conversations that never happened. I rehearsed words that never reached my lips. I thought about explaining how a single memory of you could brighten an ordinary day, how hearing your name could interrupt my thoughts in the most unexpected way, and how hope quietly followed wherever thoughts of you appeared. But every time I tried, language failed me. Feelings are not always meant to fit inside perfect sentences. Sometimes they belong inside music. Music has a strange honesty. It doesn't argue. It doesn't force anyone to believe it. It simply exists, inviting the listener to feel whatever their heart is ready to feel. That is why I chose a song instead of another conversation. Songs understand what silence cannot explain. They travel where spoken words hesitate to go. They remain long after voices disappear. If these melodies could speak for themselves, they would tell you that every note carries a memory, every rhythm holds a heartbeat, and every lyric is reaching towards someone who inspired its existence. When people listen to a song, they often hear instruments, harmonies, and lyrics. But I hear moments. I hear the first time hope appeared without warning. I hear quiet afternoons filled with imagination. I hear dreams that never needed permission to exist. I hear laughter that still echoes inside my memory. I hear the courage it took to believe that genuine feelings still matter in a world that often teaches people to hide them. Most of all, I hear you. Perhaps you will never fully understand what it means to become someone's inspiration. Inspiration is more than admiration. It is becoming the reason someone notices beauty again after forgetting it existed. It is becoming the quiet motivation behind better choices, deeper thoughts, and stronger hopes. Inspiration changes the direction of a person's life without demanding recognition. You may never have intended to become that person for me, but somehow you did. This song isn't asking for anything in return. It isn't written to create obligation, expectation, or pressure. Love that constantly demands proof eventually forgets how to breathe. The feelings behind these words simply wanted to exist honestly. Sometimes the greatest gift we can offer another person is truth without conditions. No expectations. No hidden bargains. Just a heart willing to say, this is what you have meant to me. Every melody carries pieces of moments that no camera could capture. There are memories that exist only inside the soul. They have no photographs, no recordings, no witnesses. Yet somehow they remain more vivid than anything preserved by technology. A glance remembered years later. A conversation replayed countless times. A smile that continues appearing whenever life becomes difficult. These invisible memories become part of us. They shape the people we grow into. They remind us that the smallest moments often become the most unforgettable. Life teaches us that nothing remains exactly the same forever. Seasons change. Roads separate. Time moves forward whether we are ready or not. But some feelings refuse to disappear simply because time has passed. They mature instead. They become quieter, wiser, and more patient.